Okay, so in this video we're going to make a chatbot in Python, and so to start off with you should make a new file. So you can make it in your favorite text editor. I'm going to be using Neovim. Let's call it chatbot.py. This is going to take a second to open. Once it does, okay, so I'm going to start off. Let's just start off and check if everything's working. I want to print hello world. Hello, comma, world. Okay, we'll save that. And we'll run this. So the way you run it is you go Python Chatbot. And this should return hello world. And it does, works perfectly. So okay, so here's how it's going to work. So I'm going to just say I'm a chatbot so everyone knows that it is a chatbot. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. These are comments with little hashtags. We're going to repeatedly ask the user I'm going to ask the user to ask a question. Okay, so I'm going to prompt the user for a question. We're going to see if the question is in our list. Is the question in our list? If it is, we find the answer that's also that's linked to that question. So if yes, give existing answer. If no, if it's not in our list, then we ask for ask the user to give an appropriate answer. So the reason we're doing this is so that this bot can learn. So it's going to be learning new things. In fact, it might be better to call this a weak AI. So to start off with, we're going to make so how should we start this? So we need a loop for, in fact, while true, because we don't want this to stop. While true, 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 and this means you keep looping like indefinitely. And we're going to ask the user for input. So user input. That's going to be input. So once, and in fact, we need to ask the user to enter a question. So enter, to be in quotes, enter a, ask a question. Okay, and then we need an array. So let's see, an array of questions. In fact, an array of questions, yeah, we need an array of questions and an array of answers. So an array is like a list, and that is we don't call it a list. So we need a list of questions and a list of answers. So let's make a list of questions and a list of answers. Questions, answers. To start off with, we're going to put in a question ourselves. So, what's my name? And an answer would be, let's put it in all lowercase, that will help us out. I'll call it boy. There we go. The answer is boy. Okay, and so what we're going to do is so we need to loop through the questions to see if we can find one that matches the user input. Let's see, is there a way to do that so we can do questions? Dot and okay, so what we're going to do is going to loop the questions. For question in questions, so for each question in the questions list, we're going to check if the question is equal to the question the user asked. So the user input. If it is, in fact, to do this, we'll probably need to enum. I think it's enum, or it could be enumerate, and that just means we need also the number en. So enumerate, that just means we need the number, the number position the question's in. So for example, because array is 0 index, this would be in position 0. So if we know what position it is in, we want the same position answer. Okay. So and this would give us a number, which is the index, and also the question, like that. So what we need to do now is we need to print out that answer. In fact, answer and the answer at that index. So let's check if everything's working. We can write that and then run it. Ask me a question. I actually forgot what the question was. What's my name? And it worked. But if we type in something different, it'll probably just skip over it. Yep. Okay, so what's my name? It returns boy. Okay. Okay, that was a keyboard interrupt. We need to make it so that, in fact, no, I think we should keep it like this. I was thinking about making it so that we would exit. Yeah, but that was a good idea. I don't want it to crash every time we want to exit. Let's go back. So maybe we should make it so that if the user types in exit, if question sorry, not question, user input equals exit, not in capitals, R E, then we exit the program. So the way you exit the program, I think it's quit. Hopefully this doesn't quit out the terminal, so let's just try this out. So we want to run, oh no, that's not what we want to do. Let's open up the editor again. Okay. Yeah, this is what we want. I'm going to carry out, and now I want to exit. Exit. And it worked. Okay. What we want to do now is, if the user enters something that we don't know, so it's not in the questions list, so if we ask a question that we don't know, then we should ask him for an appropriate answer, and then every time he asks the question again, we should give that answer back. So let's see. Now we want to make an else statement. And else, so print first, I don't know how to answer that question. And also user input. You don't have to call it user input, of course, it's a variable, so you call it whatever you like. So I should just mention input. And for this, what we want to do is ask him for an appropriate answer. How would you answer? No, this is probably not the best thing to do. No, give me an appropriate answer. I should be polite. Please give me an appropriate answer. Okay, so now we got the answer. In fact, maybe I should call this appropriate answer. APP appropriate answer. That's pretty long. It's pretty long, but whatever. You can call it whatever you like, but let's call it something descriptive. So now we've got appropriate answer. We want to add it to the list of questions and answers. So what we're going to do, so to add it to a list, we do questions dot append, append, to append. This is a method that adds whatever we put in these brackets to this list over here. So this one, I should start using my mouse more. So we want to add the question that the user asked. No, not the question. The user input to the questions list, and we should add the appropriate answer that the user gave us into the answers. So, oh dear. So, I accidentally got rid of that. Doesn't matter. Nope, that's not what I need to do. There we go. And also this. There we go. That should work, so let's try it out. So we just added the question the user asked and the answer that the user gave, and added it to the list. So next time we ask it, it should remember. It should just look at the list and then tell us what it is. So let's try it. Oh, I just saved it. Now to run it. Okay. RBKI asked me a question. So read a new question. This is not a question, but let's see. Hello would be a good one. So it's just something that they can give an answer to. In fact, not hello. That's dumb. What could it be? In fact, I can't see what time is it because it will change every now and then. What year is it? Yeah, that was no, that still won't work. What century is it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure computers won't exist in the next century. In fact, that could be now. How old are you? No, it would get older, wouldn't it? When were you made? Okay, that's perfect. When were you made? Okay, when were you made? I don't know the answer to the question. Give me a proof. Today. I feel like I did something wrong with that. Okay, when were you made? Okay, now that seems like it didn't work. So Control C out that. Oh no, I was supposed to take exit, but no. Okay, so what went wrong? So we added our question and answer to the list of questions and answers. We looped through the questions and answers and then asked it again. In fact, I think I've got one reason why it might not have worked. So I want the questions and answers to be in lower case. So I want it lower. But I don't even know if that's a problem because I did write it down in lowercase. But let's try this out. So what do I want to do? Okay, so I'll do the same questions before. When were you made? Question. Today. We said to print out today for whatever reason. Did I tell it to print out today? I don't think I did. When were you made? So there's something not something wrong. Exit still works, I hope. No. That's very strange. That is very strange. It seems to be giving us a response a bit delayed or something like that. In fact, why is it giving us 2 responses this time? In fact, what I want to do, this is some debugging, right? We want to print out the questions after this. Just to see what happened, and also the answers. Let's say, when was Actually, when? Okay, how about that question? How would you answer that? Nani. Okay, so when was correctly added, and then Nani was correctly added as a response. Why is it printing out Nani? Don't ask me. When? And if I just click enter, it does print out this, and it adds this on at the end, which it shouldn't do. So, okay, press exit. So what does it do? So we've got question sensor. This is alright. So the only place I have a print is over here. So we go. In fact, we're looping through questions. In fact, I know what we did wrong. So at this point, once we add this, we need to break. That's not true. No. This we should only get once we loop through all the questions. Didn't find one that matched. So what we need is a variable that says that we found a match, and if we didn't, then we need this. So we need did match false. So that means the question, sorry, it's capital F in Python. So this is false. This means that we haven't found a question that correctly matched. But if we did find a question that correctly matched, for example here, we would say did match, sorry, underscore match equals true. Now we only want this bit to happen. Oh dear. Well, we only want this bit to happen if it didn't match. So this only happens if there was no match. So if did match is false, so equals false, or you could just put not did match, but that sounds a bit weird. Equals false. Then you print this bit out. Now this should work. Here we go. Any question one? I don't know. Answer now. So now if I ask when, it gives me the answer now. That worked. Let's just double check that what's my name still works. Boy. Yep, perfect. So now you can ask more questions. What LOL. So if I ask what again, it remembers LOL. And so that's about it. Sorry about all my mistakes, but I guess I introduced you to bug fixing. So maybe we could add more features to this in the next video, or see if we can make something else. So thanks for watching.